is already the end of April, so that came a lot quicker than I expected. This month went flying by. This month's tarot card was the Magician, and that card is all about action and self-empowerment, purpose, creation, yang energy, and doing. And I really do think that that was my month. I was doing a lot of like crafts and just really productive things that are good for my soul, so it felt like a pretty good month. You know, and the weather slowly getting nicer, it puts the oomph in it, you know, it's good, there's something to it, you know what I mean? I've been doing a lot of like work stuff actually, so my website, Banaqwa Forever, I have been updating that slowly but surely because I've been doing some exciting stuff lately, so I gotta make sure that it is kept up with. So if you ever need any updates or to know what platforms I'm on or just any of like that type of stuff, that's what my website is for. Eventually I do want to add more like shopping, like signed photos and stuff, but that is so overwhelming. That is so much work that I'm trying to figure out, so I'm still trying to focus on the little stuff right now. So I have been updating that a lot and it feels good, right? So then the stuff that I was adding to it, so I have a couple things. I joined Clip Page, which is really exciting for you guys because that is all about custom videos. So I already offer custom videos on ManyVids, and I do fun little personal videos on Cameo as well. But on Clip Page, it's kind of a combo of both. Like you can really just request any type of custom video that you could want. And I think that really just perfectly works for where I'm at with my career right now, trying to grow more on this personality side of things with YouTube and stuff, but then also not completely backing away from doing the porn type of stuff. So I feel like it's a good balance, it's a good in between. So yeah, you can find that link on my website. It's just Clip Page, and Banaqwa is my name. You guys know that. But I'm really excited to be able to offer those type of custom videos to you guys in a really easy platform, and it'll just be good. I've already had a request that I had a lot of fun doing, so I can't wait to do more. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to message me on Twitter or email me or wherever you want to talk, that I'm available. I will do my best to help you out if you've got valid questions, honestly. And then I also joined something called Gig Social, and that's a little bit exciting, more on like the businessy side of things, because it is a really great platform for more brand collabs and promotional opportunities. So I'm just really excited to be able to offer even more things in that category as well. But the main reason I wanted to mention that to you guys is because it can be a little bit more personal as well, because you can get me to comment on your stuff or retweet stuff for a very low price. So it's just a fun thing to offer. Check it out just because it's new and interesting. So that is another thing that I'm doing now. It's just been a really busy, fun month for me to keep adding more and more stuff and figuring out more and more stuff, and it feels good, right? It feels good. My boyfriend has actually been home a lot more recently, and it's been kind of tricky to figure out a new routine with him here because I'm used to him working so much, doing concrete and everything. But it's not a bad thing. I like spending time with him. It just makes it a little harder to do things like filming and stuff like that, but I feel like it's been good because I've been doing so much other behind the scenes sort of stuff that's necessary, like adding all these new things to my website and all that, right? So everything's great, except I don't know if you guys can tell in my voice a little bit, but I am a bit sick lately, and it doesn't feel like the flu really. It just feels like my sinuses are really messed up, and I'm actually kind of better right now. Like I feel like I'm finally kicking it finally. It was really rough for a couple days, but I'm still not 100% obviously. So that's kind of sucked. But I did have my last therapy session this month, and it wasn't like my last as in like there's like a milestone that you can achieve in therapy, but it was the last of my sessions that Pornhub was able to secure me with, and I am so beyond thankful for that because Pornhub sponsors pineapple support. I was able to get a lot of help to work through a lot of my past trauma. Actually, talking about the tarot cards again, so my tarot card for May is the Nine of Swords, and that isn't the most pleasant card, and I have talked about on here before why May isn't the best month for me. But you know, I feel okay moving forwards. I'm okay anyway. But this month was the last therapy session that I was able to get, and I'm just so beyond thankful that I was able to work through so much of my past trauma and, you know, have a therapist with me who had known me and then was able to help me work through those miscarriages that I had went through last year. So I feel like it was, you know, she was very important to me, my therapist. So I'm so beyond thankful for that opportunity. And I feel like I am a much different person than I was before I had experienced that. So I'm beyond thankful once again. And, you know, I might have to get therapy again someday for whatever reason. You know, you can't really predict what happens in life. But I'm feeling really good with where I have left off with those sessions that I was able to get. And, you know, it feels nice to be able to take a break for a while and just kind of experience life and live life without having the therapy on the side. I don't know. We're just gonna see how it goes for now. I'll keep you guys updated, you know. So I actually had a dentist appointment this month, and I haven't been to the dentist in years. Like, back when they were assessing if I needed braces or not. They ended up saying I didn't need braces, so then I was like, alright, peace out, see you guys. And then I never went to the dentist again until recently, because I figured when my wisdom teeth start coming in, then I'd have to go see them. So here we are, my wisdom teeth are coming in, and they're a pain in the ass. So I was really, I don't know, this is kind of weird. People always give me a weird look when I say this, but I was really hoping that I could keep my wisdom teeth, just because I really like the idea of having more teeth, like a shark. Like, I don't know, that's not sexy, I guess, but I'm just weird. I wanted more teeth. I wanted all my teeth, right? Okay, anyway, but so they're growing in and they are having nothing but problems. So my top two, like, don't even exist. Like, they're just, like, way up there and they have no signs that they're coming down. So I said, I'm not worried about them. I'm keeping them, at least until they cause problems. Hopefully they won't. But the bottom two, my right one is stuck under my molar. So it's like, you can see it sticking out of my gums, but it's like literally stuck. It's growing sideways into my tooth, so that really sucks and it hurts so much. I've been having so much pain. That's what caused me to call the dentist in the first place, was it was super inflamed and it hurt so bad, and I think it was infected, but it feels fine now, but I still have to get it out. And my left one is, I've had a little bit of pain with it. It started to come through, but I can't see it yet, but apparently it's stuck under part of my jawbone or something. So that's gonna be really fun, and we don't have any benefits right now, so no insurance. Canada's healthcare is not that good, so I don't know how expensive this is gonna be. I already said that I'm not gonna be getting put under to get the surgery, so that's a little scary. They're just gonna numb it and then go right at it, I guess. But mine seems a little complicated. Before that, I have to go for like a 4D x-ray thing, so they make sure they don't cause any nerve damage. Like, I'm a little nervous, but whatever, it'll be fine. I'm not too worried. I was really happy with the dentist that I had picked, and she treated me really nicely. So I felt comfortable, and I trust her with my face, I guess. But yeah, that's something that's happening. Another something that's happening, not with me, but with my guinea pig, is that he had to go to the vet because I had noticed he ripped a chunk of hair out of his back. Like, he had a bald spot on his back. And it's like funny, but not funny at all, right? I was so worried. I thought maybe he had mites or something, but then I was like, I don't know how he would have gotten mites. Anyway, so I brought him for the checkup because I was super worried, and because he's just weird. He always has weird symptoms. He coughs a lot, and I don't even know. Like, he's just weird. I've had to take him to the vet before. My other guinea pig, Diggler, he's a-okay, but Dirk, he's just a mess. He's a hot mess. I feel bad for him. He's mine, so maybe that has something to do with it. He's just watching me and is, like, replicating it. Not good. But anyway, I took him to the vet, and they decided that he just has alopecia. Yeah, there's no mites. They did microscope samples, like, 3 times, just to make sure, and gave me a medicated ointment to put on his back, and I don't even know what happened. Like, how does a guinea pig have alopecia? Like, I don't know what triggered it. I don't know how to help him. Like, I've got this ointment now, this medicated ointment, but the medication just makes it kind of worse, because then I'm putting stuff on the area, and then he's paying more attention to the area, and then he's eating the ointment, and I'm just, like, stressed out. Anyway, so his bald spot, the hair grew back now, so thankfully I think he's not ripping it out anymore. But now I'm, like, worried because I constantly see him, like, chewing at his back, and I'm like, stop it, like, you're hurting yourself, don't do that. And it stresses me out. He's just a little baked potato little guy, and he's hurting himself, and it makes me so sad, and I don't know why. So if anyone has any tips, if anyone happens to be a guinea pig expert, you know, we're doing our best. I'm really trying to make him happy, and it seems like things are going okay for now. Again, I'll keep you guys updated on that. The poor thing. But yeah, he's doing okay again, at least. But holy, was that a roller coaster of emotions to go through with him. I can't imagine what he's feeling. I don't know. If you guys listen to my month recaps regularly, you know that me and my boyfriend go up north to our family property a whole lot, especially during the summer. So we've been doing that. The first weekend of the month, we extended the stay and we stayed for 3 nights, which usually we don't do because I get worried about leaving the animals for extended periods of time. As you can understand, now that I just told you about my guinea pig's mental problems. But I was able to get my brother to check in on them, so I felt okay staying away for an extra night. And it was so weird. We found a baby goat leg just in the field, and no one knew where it came from. There's like farms nearby and stuff, but that's like really kind of freaky for their baby goat's leg to end up on our property. It felt a little bit like a bad omen, but then what we did was we threw it in the fire and we like cremated it and we watched it like melt away, and it was really, really cool. It was kind of twisted, but it was really cool. We showed it to the dog and he wanted nothing to do with it, so I don't know. That was what we decided to do with it. It was fun, it was interesting at least. So yeah, we ended up having a ton of bonfires that weekend and it was really nice. And then my boyfriend got a new barbecue actually, so I painted him a new sign to hang his utensils on, and it just like, it says like his barbecue, like whatever, it's cute. I just wanted to keep him excited about it because he was really excited to have a new barbecue, so I wanted to do something nice, right? So it's cute, it's hung up right beside it and he can hang his utensils on it and I love it. And then we also went up again for the 420 and Earth Day weekend. That's not even a real thing, but I just love that combo and I'm making it a long weekend now if I can help it. It was great, and we're gonna plant even more trees this year, so I'm really excited for that. And I don't know if you guys were interested in like that solar eclipse that happened. We were gonna go and see it in like Niagara Falls and go for the big event, and then that ended up not happening. We ended up being too lazy or something to go and do that, or it ended up being too last minute. Like I said, this month went by really fast. But we did look out the window, not directly at it, right? I was looking through my phone camera, or at least trying to. It didn't really work out that well, but it did get dark, kind of. Like, it was really anticlimactic, but the coolest part about it was I felt this massive energy shift or something, like something changed, and it felt so powerful, and it felt good. Like, it felt like I was on like drugs or something for like just a second as it was happening, and it was so freaky and so cool. But I took it as like a very spiritual thing. I don't know what it means, but it was awesome to experience it. And then also just the energy of spring, honestly, with the sun and everything coming out more often. I've been doing so much spring cleaning and it feels so good. And we've been rearranging stuff. Our living room got a new like TV stand thing that you put your TV on, where my boyfriend can put all his gaming consoles under it, and it looks really nice now. And then we got a new shelf for my workroom, and I was able to rearrange my whole workroom, and I finally feel so happy with it. I was almost using it as a little bit of storage before, and I was just had stuff thrown aside, and that's why I only film in very specific areas, is because I didn't want you guys to see just the mess that I had. I tried to keep it clean, but you know, there's only so much organizing you can do when you don't have proper storage, right? So anyway, that was the situation. Now the situation is much better, and I kind of want to do an apartment tour part 2 finally, now that I kind of feel happy about things. But we're also in the midst of making a lot more changes as well, so I kind of want to wait till after that's done. Even though we've been living here for like 2 years, it's taken a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. You know, we're finally trying to really enjoy our space and make the most of it, and it feels good. So we got the new shelf and the new TV thingy because we helped my boyfriend's friend move, and they have a really nice new place, and this was just stuff that they didn't really want to take with them, didn't want to bother moving because they didn't need it or didn't want to, you know what I mean. But we definitely needed it because we needed to upgrade some of our storage stuff. So it all worked out really well, and then being able to help them move into their new place was really fun and exciting. It always just feels good to be able to do that and help people, and you know, we listened to music and drank a little bit, so good times. Something about my apartment though is that, like, I don't know what it is, but there's like a curse on our air conditioners. I think it's because the windows aren't proper sizing and they're so old that they're like warped and they leak, and it's just like really horrific. It's a horrible situation. But so our air conditioners that go in the window, they break every single time, so we had to switch to floor air conditioners, like the big bulky ones, which isn't great, but they work better anyway, so okay, sure. But they're also more expensive, and I downloaded this app, I think called Flip, and it's for just like flyers and stuff, and I saw this really great deal on this beautiful black air conditioner floor unit. It was super powerful, and it was like $500 off or something crazy. It was an insane sale, and I screenshotted it, and then the next day when we were gonna go and buy it, we went back on the flyer app and it was a totally different price. They had changed it, the sale was wrong, but I had the screenshot from before, and I was like, oh, are you so for real right now? If this was a paper flyer, this would not be happening. I would have got that original sale price. Anyway, it was a whole dramatic thing. It was so silly, but we ended up buying a different, cheaper one anyway, but it works really well. It's a little smaller, so it isn't as bulky, which I'm happy about, and our apartment will finally be livable, because they keep the heat on all summer. Why? It's okay. I love it here. Making the most of it. That's okay. It's good. I have an app for scanning like products to see if they're like healthy and like safe, and it's Yuka or Yucca, I'm not sure, but it's a really fun app. It's kind of obnoxious, I'll be honest, because then you're scanning everything and people are always like, why do you have to see if there's chemicals in it? But I do it anyway just because I'm me and I'm allowed to be obnoxious, and I actually finally made a switch on my antiperspirant, and I'm so happy about that because you know, the aluminum and everything, that is one that people talk about all the time with antiperspirant, and I finally made a good switch to Green Beaver, and it's like vegetable wax or something, so it goes on really thick, but it works really well and it smells amazing. Okay, so this is the new antiperspirant that I got. It is Vanilla Bliss by Green Beaver, so it's like a Canadian brand, which I love. You know, you want to support local, I guess. And then it's aluminum free, but it has plant wax as the antiperspirant, so it just has like a layer of wax, so it goes on really thick, but it doesn't leave any weird residue, so I'm happy about that. Smells amazing, and it's my new favorite thing because I'm a weirdo. Not sponsored. I love it. And then I also want to talk about another app. Oh my god, me with all the apps. But Too Good To Go. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's still not the most popular in Canada. There's not very many places that are available on it. Mostly Tim Hortons. But even that, I'm not mad about that. So I did my very first Too Good To Go order from Tim Hortons, and it was so good. It was a mystery box of like a bunch of different things, and it was super cheap. It's like stuff that's gonna go bad by the end of the week or whatever that they have to throw out, but you just get it super discounted, and it's still good quality. Like seriously, like it was so worth it, and I would recommend that to anyone who, you know, just wants a little snack pack, a little mystery box for just super cheap, whether it's for fun or you need some snacks or like, you know, whatever. It was really worth it. I got 2 for like 10 bucks, and it was like awesome. Something else this month, I was gifted a icing piping set, like with the bag and the tips, you know what I mean? And I had also bought myself some silicone baking cups, like for muffins and cupcakes, and I'm so excited because I really want to start doing more baking like that, and inspiration took me wherever it did, and I ended up making meatloaf cupcakes with mashed potato icing on top. And that was my first attempt. That was my first time using my piping set and my first time using my little baking cups. And it was for meatloaf. But it turned out really good. It was really cute. There was barbecue drizzle on top and a little bit of cheese and some parsley. It was like awesome. I'm a vegetarian, but my boyfriend said it was delicious. But I can't wait to do more like baking. And I really do want to make cooking and baking videos for YouTube. I think that'd be really fun. I actually just stole my parents' KitchenAid mixer. I traded them some cookies. So it's okay. My dad barely uses it anymore. He used to be a professional baker, and my mom used to be a professional chef, but they pretty much retired. They do different things now. So I stole it from them, and I've been using it like crazy, and it's awesome. It makes things so much easier. I was kind of opposed at first because I was like, no, making things by hand makes it more authentic, but the mixer makes it so much easier. So very exciting. But yeah, that's kind of it for my month. I was kind of all over the place with this video, talking about every which thing. But yeah. I probably missed talking about 1,000,001 things. Let's see how next month goes with my 9 of Swords. A little intimidating, but I'm feeling good, right? I feel like I have healed some of my past trauma, and I'm working through it, and I know how to cope with things a whole lot better than I did before. And you know, life can do what life does, and I can handle it. Woohoo! Love that. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!